Your uncle, John Kennedy, in 1961, during his inaugural speech, said one of the most famous lines, which is, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." But yet it seems like the trajectory that we're on is more so what can we get from the country. Do you think we need to become more aligned with what your uncle's vision was for America?
Yeah, I do. And, part of it is an orchestrated polarization and also the stratification of wealth in our country. If we've had policies going back to 1980 that have concentrated wealth, shifted wealth to the upper levels. And COVID was the last kind of trauma that did that. In 500 days, we created a billionaire a day and we shifted $4 trillion upward. And so we now more look like the profile of what we would call a third world or developing nation, which has, is oligarchy above and then widespread poverty below. And, I was in Detroit yesterday on the picket line, and the CEOs of General Motors gets 400 times the median income of the middle class. That would have been a scandal in my uncle's time. And social scientists and economists and historians will all tell you that kind of economic configuration is too unstable to support democracy sustainably. And what happens is that one of the political parties becomes the party of the oligarchs, since increasing the wealth of billionaires is not a potent vessel for populism. They need to deceive, they need to fix elections, they need to tamper with the system and propagandize in order to maintain their power. And that barrage of lies polarizes societies and makes them feel like they're not part of the same community. And then there's also, I think, orchestrated polarization, which we see happening with both the Democratic and Republican Party, who are run by the same funders, funded by the same donor base. Part of my candidacy is to try to find things that unite Americans so that we can focus on what's really important, which is going over the castle wall and taking our country back.